Hey everyone, what's up? So today, because I didn't learn from my previous mistake, I got the Power Rangers Legacy Collection Tyrannosaurus Rex Zord. Now, my thoughts on the Saber-Tooth Tiger Zord were a little... there was a lot to be desired from that one. But would the T-Rex Zord fill that terrible, terrible void that the Saber-Tooth Tiger left? Let's find out. So first we have the box. It's really awkward, only because it's a much larger figure than the Saber-Tooth Tiger. So there's a lot of empty space in this box, which which makes the super tiny Ranger figure look all the more awkward, just like me, just kind of stuck in the back there. You do have the clip art of the Red Ranger, only it's all grayscaled. The bottom part of the lightning bolt is a bit damaged, but, I'm just going to tear this thing open, so I don't care. If it was a pop, I might have cared a little bit. Like, I'm not that crazy. Actually, I'm a fully grown man talking about children's toys, so I'm a little unhinged. I'll admit it. Now, let's look at the back of this big, beautiful box. Wow, So, as you can see, as I give you motion sickness, much like the Saber-Tooth Tiger Zord, it has a gimmick where you can put the Ranger inside the Zord itself. It's calling out its articulated features, which is a little hilarious because it's just a moving jaw. And below you have the cross-cell for the flip changers, the quarter-scale helmet, which I don't know why they did quarter scale. It's just a really, really weird scale to do it at. The Saber-Tooth Tiger, and you all know my opinions on that one, as well as a 2-pack for what looks like Dino Charge. Huh. Okay then. So now I'm just going to pause so I can crack this baby open. See you in a bit. Okay, so I removed it from its packaging, and as you can see, I added some of the older toys for some nice little scale. The one on the right is, of course, the original DX Tyrannosaurus Zord. It's definitely seen some better days. Then again, I've had this thing since I was about, 5 years old. So, I'm actually surprised it's lasted this long. Survived 2 dogs. Now, on the left, you see the Imaginext Tyrannosaurus Zord, which was kind of my go-to for a while, because it's weird to say, it definitely has the proportions of a guy in a cardboard suit. Like, it almost looks like, when the Red Ranger jumps up onto the Tyrannosaurus head. It almost looks like that, just with no paint. But then again, it's made for 3-year-olds. It's a really awesome toy, but made for 3-year-olds nonetheless. And the middle, the Legacy Collection Tyrannosaurus, what I'm reviewing today, is basically a perfect blend of the two. It's like they did a fusion dance, or they had a really jackass father. Ho ho! Too soon, FMA fans? Anyway, the articulation on this guy is very surprising. Because not only do you have the head movement, jaw, the only thing I don't like about this, because I'm so used to this one, just pushing back here. See this guy? You could really wash that one of these days. But one of the more surprising things about this guy, waist articulation. Elbow articulation. Not that great, but it's the T-Rex, so what are you going to do? Claw articulation. Of course, you got leg and knee. And a bit of tail. A bit of tail. Much like the Saber-Tooth Tiger Zord. Oh, ball-jointed legs. And ball-jointed feet. Much like the saber-toothed tiger Zord before it, it really could have used a bit more paint because the chest is still bare. The tail is super bare. But for the most part, it's still really nice. Still really nice. And much like the saber-toothed tiger Zord, pop open his back. The little Red Ranger. Ha! With the very basic articulation. You just got the legs. You got elbow and shoulder. He pops inside. Doesn't want to go in there. And now he's ready for battle. So again, if this thing was painted a bit more, honestly, this would have been the perfect T-Rex Zord. In fact, one of the things that makes me wish that it was a bit higher quality. Let me move these guys out of here. He actually scales phenomenally with the Legacy Dragon Zord. He scales really good, actually. Because you remember the Green with Evil miniseries? Of course you do. Everyone remembers that. Introduced Tommy. Everyone loves Tommy. I was more of a Billy guy. Didn't get made fun of for wearing glasses because of Billy. That's enough about me. So, this guy scales really well with the Legacy Dragon Zord. I mean, if he was slightly smaller, like I'm talking like the tiniest bit smaller, it would have been perfect. If they decide to come out with a die-cast version of this guy for $80 with more paint applications, I would jump on that in a heartbeat. Just because it goes so well with the Legacy Dragon Zord. So at retail, this guy's about $30. If you get it, frankly, it's worth it. I like it. I love it a lot, actually. I am very surprised, especially after that saber-toothed tiger fiasco. It's definitely a buy. I mean, even better if you feel like you're comfortable painting, you can kind of add some stuff to it because there's definitely a lot of spots on it that could use some paint. But for the most part, it kind of stands on its own as it is. So, yeah, go for it. The TLDR. Go for this fantastic figure while, Bandai still has the license. Because, Hasbro just bought this stuff outright, so get it while you can, folks. Get it while you can. Alright, Henshin Ninja signing off. I gotta figure out a catchphrase. I don't know if I'm gonna do a catchphrase. Because I don't know if I'm gonna make this like an actual thing. Actually, I am making this an actual thing. But you know what I'm saying. No, you don't. You're not mind readers. Why am I going on this crazy rant? Good night, everyone.